I'm starting to log in and we'll begin to work with Zoom and take a good look at its tools and understand it very well. Okay, someone tells me, hey, I have 2 sessions. Sorry, but I also need to learn a bit. I have 2 sessions I want. For example, a session on Sunday and a session on another day. Pay attention now. I mentioned to you that there's a very important way. For example, if you go back like this, do you remember the meeting date? If you click on this like that, if you click on this, if I loved her, for example, at the same time, if you sit again at the same time, it means you start at 4:30 p.m. or 8 a.m. weekly. Set Sunday and maybe Wednesday flexibly. If I set Sunday and Tuesday, ensure both sessions start. For example, a session on Sunday at 8 a.m. and another on Tuesday at 8 a.m. Instead of 2 separate sessions, keep them as one. Click here, pay attention, focus, then go to course meeting to see sessions on Sunday and Tuesday. The idea is clear, but note the repetition. 10 sessions, as I said it for 10. Someone might say, this should be in that episode. You tell them it should be 20 because there are 2 sessions weekly, totaling 20. Be careful, I didn't choose an end date, just the number. I didn't choose the term's end, just the session's end. So the time is 1 to 10 sessions. Be mindful, especially if present. I went to course meeting and you'll see sessions on Sunday and Tuesday. The idea is clear, but note the repetition. 10 sessions because I said it for 10. You tell them it should be 20 because there are 2 sessions each week, totaling 20. I chose the end of the session, not the term. So the time is 1 to 10 sessions. Understand the difference between the term's end date and the number. It tells you the term's end, but if you have 1 session set for 10, it gives 10 times. With 2 sessions a week, don't set it for 10, it gives 5 weeks. Is the idea clear? Tell them it should be 20. You have 2 sessions a week, creating 10 weeks. I chose the end of the session, not the term. The time is 1 to 10 sessions. Understand the difference between the term's end date and the number. The end date tells you about the term's end. If you have 1 session, set it for 10 to get 10 times. With 2 sessions a week, setting it for 10 gives you 5 weeks. If timings differ, create another session with a different name, like Sunday lecture and Tuesday lecture. Both will be in the schedule. I don't want to spend all day on scheduling or waste your time, but I'll show it to you. Know the difference between the end date of the term shows the end of the term. With 1 session, set for 10, get 10 times. With 2 sessions a week, set for 10, get 5 weeks. Is this clear? If timings differ, create another session. For instance, Sunday lecture at this time and Tuesday lecture at that time. Both will be in the schedule. I won't spend all day on scheduling or waste your time, but I'll show you. I came here for a lecture at 2 times. Okay? If the timings are different, then you need to create another session, doctor. You have to create another session with a different name. For example, you could say Sunday lecture at this time and Tuesday lecture at that time. So you'll have them both in the schedule. This is one lecture and this is another lecture. How? But I don't want to spend all day on scheduling. I don't want to waste your time on this topic, but I'll show it to you. I mean, the time I came here to have a lecture at 2 different times. I came here to have a lecture at 2 different times. 2 different times, it's fine. For example, on Tuesday, just like today, that's a session. That's it, it's a session. Here it is. So that makes it 10 times. Here it is. Here's a session 10 times, all 3 of them. Tuesday, 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 Tuesday. Okay, I want to create another session, but on Sunday, just not at 4 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock then. This is a different time. Because it's a different time, click on the second session and name it Introduction to Computer Science or Computer Science Course. I once called it Introduction to Computer Science. For example, the Sunday session, it was the Tuesday session, and this is the Sunday session. This session will start exactly at 6 o'clock, so you don't waste your time. This schedule should be the same process and completely weekly and for 10 sessions so that there are no more 10. But this session will be on Sunday every week. So here I have the Sunday session every week. I'm not going to waste time. Every time it happens in this case, when I look at the schedule, I need to pay attention that you have a session on Sunday and a session on Tuesday, but they have different times. This one is at 6 o'clock and that one is at 4 o'clock. They have different times. And even as a doctor, this is a different time. So that's how it is. The second one was created on Monday at 1 o'clock. Here they create them in 2 sessions. They create them in 2 sessions, but they schedule them in the same timetable. And here, why do they schedule in the same table? Because this button is under the word upcoming meeting, meaning upcoming sessions, all upcoming sessions, even these buttons, because they are in the same week, meaning it does not count to the week, you will avoid start. Today, next Sunday will start. So if the environment does not show the word start, and you will see this number here, which is the ID. So focus with me on something. Someone might ask me, Dr. Sami, is there an ID for the session and an ID for the course? So note this, if you copied this time ID and gave it to the student, then the ID I'm telling the student is like I'm telling the student to enter this session. This is the ID for the entire course to enter all sessions. So be careful with this, okay? I hope that's clear. Press 1 to start Zoom explanation. Is that good? So if you copied this time ID and gave it to the student, then the ID I'm telling the student is like I'm telling the student to enter this session. But if you gave them the ID that was outside, the one you see here, this ID, no, this is the ID for the entire course, meaning enter all the sessions. So pay attention to this, okay? I hope that's clear. God bless you. All. Is that clear for you? Press 1 so I can start explaining the Zoom system. Excellent. God bless you. Is that good? Let's start explaining Zoom. I'll begin by clicking on Today and then on Start. Pay attention to me now. Someone might ask, Dr. Sami, you said that students can enter through Blackboard and they can also enter from outside. I'll show you this and that. I'm going to click on Start now. And pay attention here, I'm asking you, do you want to open a quick Zoom launch through the browser? Or if you say no, then you'll open the main app. So if you say yes, you'll open it through the browser. Take your time. If you want to join through the browser, click on Open, and you can enter through the browser itself. Now, there's another app, and I'll show you how to explain this app in detail. I'll explain how to enter through the app. If you don't have the app, you can download it from down here. If you don't have the app, everyone, you can find the download link on the same page. And you can download it for Zoom, everyone. Just wait a little bit. It's starting to open Zoom now. Yes, it's going to open Zoom with us. Just hold on a moment. It's starting to open. Yes, here I'm telling you. Recording, I'm still here, okay? I'm telling you. Do you want to register on the computer or what? If you want to record, you can click on the record button like this. And I'm turning on the mic now. So I'm going to mute the Zoom mic because I want people to join. I've sent you the link so people can start joining through that link. I've entered Zoom, but who are the people with me? Are you ready? Who's not with me? Are you ready? Please, everyone, make sure you do not leave Blackboard under any circumstances. It is absolutely crucial to remain on Blackboard because if you leave Blackboard and enter Zoom, you will unfortunately lose your certificate, which is something we definitely want to avoid at all costs. So, everyone who is with me, are you ready and fully prepared to continue? If you want to join me, you can enter the session now. I have sent you another link, okay? Let's make sure we are all on the same page and ready to proceed together as a team. Your participation is extremely important and valued. No one is joining me. Here are the participants. Currently, I'm not entering. I want to click on the participants like this. Pay attention, everyone. Here it says your mute value. So you're blocking the sharing. I want to click on share. Take care with me. Anyone who joined like this will see that when I opened it, there's one participant listed. No one is joining me. Is there anyone who can join through the link? Dr. Abdullah is asking if it's required for students to use a group email to join and stay for more than 40 minutes in the Zoom lecture. No, I don't care about that at all. It's just based on Mr. Abdullah's account. Abdullah is the professor's account. The student said, the lecture lasted 2 hours, the professor stayed for 2 hours, and I stayed for 3. This is his first session. The student is just like a guest. With the professor, I'm not hungry at all. Okay, we're talking, everyone, because the professor who joined us, is there no one else joining? Can someone try to join us? Can someone try to join us? All right, I've sent you the link. All right, I'm here. I've sent you the second link. I will give you the second links.